Rock the Ripple. Rock the Ripple. Rock the Ripple. The Rock the Ripple podcast with Narita McInnes.
Let's do this. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Rock the Ripple podcast. I'm your host, Narita McInnes. It is so awesome to be here with you as always. Welcome. Today, I'm just going to dive straight into it because I have a sticky note that has appeared in my notebook, which has no doubt been there for a while because it's also a question in my book, What If, which is a book full of what if questions to get us thinking and inspired and looking at things maybe in a different way. Who knows? But today's question from the sticky note is, what if we came here to experience it all? What if we did? And that's the thing. I think maybe this little journey that we're on, this little experience that is everything and nothing all at once, because we are everything and nothing all at once. It's the paradox of being. But what if we came here to experience it all? We are source experiencing itself. Therefore, we must be, on some level, experiencing everything because everything is infinite as well. I'm just going straight away in this talk. You can see how my mind works, but it doesn't matter. You're coming with me, and I know you want to. And if you don't, you wouldn't be here. So anyway, straight to it. What if we came here to experience it all? You know, it's funny. I think about there's been times when I've done presentations and things like that where I would have my book, What If? And we would just flick to a page to see what question would come up. And every time this has been the question that comes up, at first it's like this pause in the group. And then it's like, ooh, because it's such a great question. What if we are here to experience it all? And that's the thing. When you look at it like that, when you look at life like that, you realize we didn't come here just to experience one feeling, one moment, one breath in time. You came here to experience a multitude of feelings, experiences, and all that sort of stuff. And with that, it means that you came here to experience some awesome times, and you also came here to experience some of the tough times. And all of it is here to make up your experience of life. You know, I was talking to a really beautiful friend recently who's gone through a pretty tough time, and it's a sad time and there's a lot of grief there, and so beautiful. She apologized for being upset, and I said, seriously, do not apologize for being upset. It is a sad time. It is a sad time. You are going through a sad time. And she was like, yeah, I am. And I think us honoring our feelings and honoring where we are at in our life is so important because this is life. We can't just be one thing all the time. We're not robots, and that's not the goal here. We are human beings who have feelings and emotions, and we are going to go through those feelings and emotions at different levels, at different times in our lives. And to be able to honor where we're at and acknowledge that we are feeling a certain way and allow that to flow through us rather than try and stop ourselves from feeling the way we're feeling, which of course then creates blocked energy in our body and doesn't allow us to process what it is we need to process, then we're not having the experience of everything. And I guess that's what that question kind of gets you thinking about, doesn't it? Because what if we're here to experience it all? And maybe that's why we have so many lifetimes, because we experience different things, and maybe that's how it works. I mean, I don't know. It could be. It may not be. And that's the beauty of exploring all that we are and more, is knowing that the possibilities are endless. The possibilities are endless, and knowing that we are here to experience all facets of what it is to have a human experience can kind of sometimes maybe make us feel a little bit better at the times that we're going through those shittiest times, because we signed up for coming here to Earth. Some of us know and remember or have that innate feeling that we came here to help see humanity thrive. We came here to be all that we came here to be. We came here to learn some lessons. We came here, whatever it is, you might feel that and you might not. It doesn't matter, because everyone has their own experience and everyone is here to experience it all at the level that they're at. It doesn't matter. And you know, when I was talking to my friend, I remember saying, a rainbow doesn't just have one color. A rainbow has a multitude of colors, and that's what makes the spectrum of the rainbow. We can't all be one color all the time. We can't all have one feeling all the time. And yes, we can totally, absolutely aim to align with the frequency of our highest potential and be all that we came here to be. Also remembering that we will, because this is life, perhaps be faced with challenges and opportunities to grow along the way. And then how we deal with it, how we respond in every moment, that's up to us. That is our choice. And if we find ourselves reacting in ways that doesn't feel in alignment with the person that we want to be, that gives us an opportunity to look at what it is within that perhaps is there for us to heal or to look at or to give love to, that needs love. Something within us needs love to be able to keep walking through this life that we're walking through together. And that gets me to thinking about something that I love that Marianne Williamson once said. I heard her say, and it was about how we heal and our expectations around that. If we were to fall over and scrape our knee, we would expect that our knee might bleed. It might cut open a bit. Maybe there's a bit of gravel in there that needs to be cleaned out. So we give it some love and attention. Maybe we put a Band-Aid on it. Maybe we put some healing cream, whatever works. And then we might put a bandage around it, whatever we might do. But we don't expect that cut would automatically heal in 5 seconds. We know that there's a process. We know that it has to go through a healing process. And that's no different to us when we're experiencing grief or sadness or hurt or pain. There is a healing process that needs to take place, and how long that is for everyone is different. If someone missing, when we lose someone we absolutely adore, it's about learning to live a different way because it won't be the same again. And so the healing comes in different forms and in different ways. And that doesn't mean you don't miss the person if that's the case of what you're going through and what you're feeling. It means you honor them and appreciate and love them for the joy and the awesome that they brought into your life, and that you're so grateful that you had that experience. But that doesn't mean you won't have sad times as part of your healing and part of your grief. So I guess that's why you don't need to apologize if you're feeling sad or going through a tough time at the moment. It's about honoring the time that you're in and also realizing that that is the time that you're in, that that's the season that you're in. Like nature, there are seasons. There are times when you will be growing and evolving. All your leaves will be just everywhere. I think I've used this analogy before, but still you are just bushy, loving life. You're flowering everything. And then there are times when you will retreat. You lose your flowers, you lose your leaves for a bit. It's winter, it's cold. It's time you're still there. You're still standing strong, but you are doing it in a different way. And I think we just need to appreciate and honor where we are at in our life and not try and block feelings as if they're a bad thing. Our feelings are there to be felt, processed, and go through our body. It's emotion, which is energy in motion. Your emotion is there to be felt, looked at, and then released. And however long that takes for you to do that at different times in your life, for different scenarios in your life, really is whatever it is for you. There's no right or wrong here. So when you're in that space of honoring your feelings, I know it can be easier said than done. 100%. I definitely know it can be easier said than done. But when you're in that space, if you can get yourself to a place of realizing and knowing, hey, I'm in a place of sadness right now, and I'm going to feel that and honor that. Or I am in a place of this really hurts right now, and I'm going to feel that, honor it, and give it love. Give it love as well, and allow that emotion to flow through you. Our emotion, like I said just before, is energy in motion. When we suppress stuff, when we hold stuff away, when we tuck it away, that energy stays and stores in our body. It gets stuck. And that's why it can lead to things like dis-ease, because we haven't allowed the energy to flow. And that's why doing healings is so great. And there are so many different ways to help release the energy that is blocked within your body. There are a myriad of ways, in fact. Maybe you do kinesiology. Maybe you do some tapping, EFT, emotional freedom technique. Maybe you do a secret letter burn. You write out what you're feeling and you let go of what is no longer serving you. And sometimes, seriously, when you do a letter and you write a letter to yourself or someone else that no one is ever going to see except for you, and you write out all your feelings, you will be amazed at what comes out. if you allow yourself to just write and then burn that letter, because then you have released what it is that was stored within you. And you may or may not know what that was until you start the process. And that's why it's great to get out in nature as well. Nature is so healing. Just being with your breath, just sitting and staring out a window and just being in the moment can be so healing. It's honoring who you are in that moment. And you, my friend, bloody legend, just in case you were wondering. Just thought I'd throw that in there. But yeah, I feel like if we are here to experience it all, everything makes so much more sense. It doesn't mean it's good. Sometimes it can be really shit. It doesn't mean that it's bad. Sometimes it can be really good. Amazing, in fact. It's just that we are here, perhaps, to experience it all. And maybe you and me, we don't experience everything that there is because the possibilities are endless of what the experiences can be. But when you take it up to a consciousness level, to the very top of creation ever starting type level, then everything that you are witnessing within your spectrum, the world around us, that is us experiencing it all, because we are the all. At that level of looking at everything, we are everything there ever was, is, or ever will be. We are just right now, you and me, experiencing everything through the eyes of Narita and through the eyes of your eyes, which of course then means you are me and I am you, even though at this level, you are you and I am me. But at a consciousness level, at the very, I guess I'm saying top, and I'm doing my hands in the air, top. So you can't see me, but that's what I'm doing. But from that place, the start of creation, whatever that looks like, I don't know. But from that place, we are everything. And we are just source experiencing itself so many different ways. So with that in mind, I feel like I might leave it there because I'm blowing my own mind with this right now. But I do really hope that that's made some sort of sense. And I hope you enjoyed today's little chin wag. And if you did, I would love it if you came and joined me on my weekly newsletter if you are not yet signed up and subscribed to that. So I will link a link to that in the show notes over at naritamckinnis.com. And that way you will get an email from me each week, frequency-filled, thought-provoking little ditty that will get you inspired, hopefully, or get you thinking maybe. Or just we'll have a bit of a laugh, because we've got to do that as well. That's all part of it. We're here to experience it all after all. Oh, what a tie-in. What a tie-in. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I've loved having this chat with you, and I look forward to chatting with you again next time.